And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my review for the new Star Wars standalone movie, Solo: A Star Wars Story. Now, this is a pre-recorded episode, so don't worry about there's no spoilers review for this. I was gonna do one, but it's now a couple weeks later. I've seen the movie. I feel like I'm not gonna spoil the movie. So this movie stars Alden Ehrenreich, Donald Glover, and Emilia Clarke, and of course Woody Harrelson. Now, obviously, this movie tells the story of how Han Solo basically becomes Han Solo. We all know in the original Star Wars, we knew, Harrison Ford, who played Han Solo at the time, he was a smuggler. He was the baddest dude in the planet, greatest gunman of all time, best friends with Chewbacca. How did he to get to this point in his life, When we see those movies, we want to know why. But first of all, let me say this. When I first heard that we're going to make a solo Han Solo movie, I wasn't too thrilled about it because I wasn't sure how far or how close they were going to be to episode 4, Was it going to be like a couple of months before episode 4 where they're going to get some young actor playing him and then eventually he'll grow up and turn into Harrison Ford? That's what I was worried about throughout this movie. I wasn't too sure. And then they started talking about this is going to be probably before or even in between episode 3, maybe even before Rogue One. Then I started thinking, all right, this could be interesting. Let's see what happens moving forward. And the trailer came out, and I liked it a lot. I thought it was going to be cool, but I was also worried that the fact that this kid was going to look like Han Solo, but also kind of talk like the way Harrison Ford talks. And that's the one thing you shouldn't do. I mean, let's face the fact, if you're going to reboot something and get a new actor playing certain characters, don't try to imitate them, even though they're great and they're, icons. You don't want somebody, like, I'll give you an example. When Aladdin 2 came out, the cartoon movie, Robin Williams didn't do the voice of the genie, and the actor who played the voice, he tried to do the voice of Robin Williams, and he kind of failed a little bit. That's why I don't like about that movie a little bit, because he tried too hard to copy Robin Williams. So that's why I was worried about this movie. But anyway, let's talk about the movie itself. So basically, we tell us the story of how Han, he basically lives in a world where it's kind of like poor, if you will. It kind of reminds me of District 12, where you have to, steal, do this, do little side things to get ahead in life. And he wanted to get out of it. He wanted to, be a flyer. He wanted to do more than just do what he was doing. So he finally gets out of it, and then he basically goes on his adventure. And obviously he gets into the habit of meeting Lando. He gets into the habit of being a smuggler and all that stuff, and then he goes into his adventure. And then, of course, he gets caught up in some crazy, wacky stuff that Woody Harrelson's character is involved in, and basically that's the movie. So, is this movie good? Yeah, it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I actually prefer this movie a little bit more than Rogue One, and I love Rogue One. I just felt that this movie felt like an action adventure without all the, pure Star Wars stuff into it. It felt like a Harrison Ford solo movie would have been if he did one, in the past. You got to see how Han meets Lando, and I'll get to Lando in a minute. And how he gets the Millennium Falcon, how he interacts with Chewbacca, and how that friendship became a bond, like brother bond, you know what I mean? Because when you watch this movie, you're like, okay, they're friends, but then when you watch episode 4, you're like, wait, these guys are like brothers. You understand why they are like that in those movies, and it makes more sense with this. Like, so that's what happened here to make that more cool, and it worked for me great. Let's talk about Lando. Lando, oh my god. Donald Glover did a great job with this character. I knew he was going to be a smooth version of Billy D. Williams doing it. And, he tried to do it in that way without actually being, doing the voice or whatever. He made it his own. And I loved it. It was great. He was wisecracking person. He was smooth talker. He was... It's like, he was like that guy, like, should we trust him? I don't know if we should trust him kind of guy. he had that face like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's handsome, but should we trust him? It was great. He was beyond awesome. Emilia Clarke was good. She plays like the love interest for Han Solo. She was good. Woody Harrelson. I mean, I think I'll watch anything that dude's in. I'm serious. That guy can be in anything. And, he's great. Chewbacca was pretty much Chewbacca, which is great always. Even got to see some moments that kind of ties into the rest of the Star Wars universe. Like moments I was really shocked about. I was like, wow. Even the bad guy was cool. I mean, oh man, I forgot his name. The actor who plays Vision, he was in the movie. He was great. At first I looked when I first seen him, the first scene of him. I'm like, is that him? And I looked at him again in the next scene. I'm like, yeah, it's him. Okay, I was making sure because he looked so different without being Vision. But anyway, he was great in it. Yeah, the action was cool. This movie what did for me was great. It set up the story and then it did some talking moments, but it just got right into the action. It just literally got into the action, and the action was telling the story. When you see Han Solo do what he had to do to get certain things, and how he goes from one thing to be able to get the Millennium Falcon, or how he got his blaster. All that stuff was in the movie. It was beyond awesome. I highly recommend trying to watch this movie because it's a lot of fun. You may not like it, but just give it a shot. If you don't like it, that's cool. But if you love it, that's even better. But still, excuse me. I thought this movie was fun. I did not expect certain moments of this movie to happen, and it happened. So I was really excited and happy about that. There were a lot of surprises to me. Even I didn't expect certain things to happen in this movie. It makes me guess like where exactly in the timeline it actually happens in. For me, I'm guessing in between episode 3, before Rogue One, before episode 4. That's my guess. Could be wrong. It could be even before episode 2 for all I know. But anyway, who knows? But it's somewhere around there. But yeah, I thought, like I said, this movie was cool. A lot of fun. Just give it a shot. Don't worry about the people that, saying that this movie is horrible. Go check it out for yourself, because if you have your own opinion, that's great. You have to have your own opinion about certain things. If you don't like it, that's totally cool. If you love it, awesome. But like I said, go check it out for yourself. Give it a shot. If you're a Star Wars fan, watch it. If you're a diehard Star Wars fan, I suggest you still watch it. And if you don't like it, then, well, there you go. And you don't have to worry about it. So be part of the saga stuff, but nothing you can do about it. If you don't like it, like I said before, no worries. There's no hate here. But like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I might like it a little bit better than episode 8 too. I'm not sure about that. I might have to watch it again when it comes out in Blu-ray or whatever. But definitely highly recommend watching it, giving it a shot. Just Alden Ehrenreich, the actor who played Han Solo, he did a really good job with it as well. He worried me that he was going to do I thought he was going to do an impression of Harrison Ford. He did not do that. He was his own man. He played the character to his own way. He played a smooth, arrogant person, and it kind of fit what Harrison Ford would have done. So that was good. Now that I've seen this, and I've seen somebody who can actually handle this kind of franchise, I feel more comfortable now that if tomorrow or whatever they announce they're gonna reboot the Indiana Jones films, I'll be okay with it, because like if I can see somebody take an iconic character like Han Solo that was played by Harrison Ford, somebody else could take over the Indiana Jones mantle and do it just as good. I mean, they don't have to, for all we know. It could be terrible. Who cares? Then we still have Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones and Han Solo. But like I said, he did a good job. I liked him as the character, so moving forward, he should be Han Solo. I mean, obviously now we can't spoil it, or if you ever seen episode 7, he's dead now, so technically moving forward, I mean, if they ever do a sequel to this movie, more prequel sequels to this universe, but still, I wouldn't mind. Same thing if they did Indiana Jones. If they announced that tomorrow, a new actor, new person playing it, they decided to scrap Indiana Jones 5 and redo it, I'll be cool with it. I'll check it out, and if it's horrible, then whatever. Who cares? But like I said, give it a shot. give it a shot. Just give it a shot. That's all you gotta do. You know, everybody has their own opinions about certain movies. If you don't like a movie, just be nice to people out there who have a different opinion about you, about not liking this movie or whatever. Just be a film fan and have fun. That's all it is. This movie was fun. I enjoyed it. Please go check it out. Give it a shot. Thank you very much and have a good day.